The Friday Night Football Frenzy is brought to you by Nichols College. Learn, lead, succeed. The Friday Night Football Frenzy is presented by Bay State Savings Bank, the law offices of Joseph J. Carigula, Worcester State University, and Unibank.
Coming up this week on the Friday Night Football Frenzy, Wachusett continues their drive to the playoffs as the Mountaineers host Leominster. Swiggle powers collide. Northbridge takes on Auburn. Grafton looks to stay hot. The Indians hosting Uxbridge. And rivals square off as Shrewsbury visits Algonquin. Winter may be coming, but October is here, and the frenzy begins right now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Friday the 13th. Strange things happen.
The spirits
Cameras
are rising.
don't work sometimes when the spirits rise, but you get underdogs rising up and getting big victories on Friday the 13th. And this is why you don't prognosticate and you don't pick a winner in high school football, because you never know what's going to happen week to week.
Only for fun, that guy in the paper does, of course. Now, we start tonight with a big one in the Swickle. You know I love the Swickle.
You bleed
Northbridge
Swickle.
and Auburn has been a great rivalry game in recent years. Back and forth, powerhouses colliding. This year might be a must-win for each program. Let's take you out. There's Michael Kelley. He's running the chains. Well, if he's doing it, we're all set. This game is scoreless. In the third quarter, Auburn, Jack LaPearl going for a first down. Brandon Suzienko with a big hit. Auburn had their third-string quarterback, Griffin Hanfield, in the game. Fourth quarter, still scoreless. Jake Stasinski, escapability, getting away from the sack a couple times and comes up with first down yardage. Defenses, though, would hold, and we go scoreless into overtime. Auburn will get the ball first, and they go to Manny Rosario, who pounds it in to give the first score of the game. Auburn's up 6-0. Going for two, Joe Hopper was the quarterback late in the game. Hop! The senior goes in. It's 8-0 Auburn. So now Northbridge for the answer. This is third down. Throwing, and it's intercepted by Colin McKeon. Auburn wins 8-0. Huge win for the Rockets.
It's Halloween in the Badlands tonight. The Pope's there as well.
Goodness.
Wachusett, Leominster, they had a huge bonfire.
Wow, that
is not a car in the parking lot. Third quarter, 42-19 Wachusett. Mountaineers Sam Brewer, tough running. He's got uncles, grandparents, parents, all great players and coaches at Wachusett, the Lanes, in all sports, baseball, hockey, and football. We draw the curtains a little bit.
Yeah, that was Steve Dubzinski's car.
Louis Joseph following his blocks inside the 5, and then it's more. Joseph, power football. Barrels into the land of 6, 49-19 Wachusett. Wachusett playing some defense. Cole Jacobson shutting the door. Melky Shabo throws for 4 touchdowns. Wachusett wins 49-19.
Steve Dubzinski's car on fire. He's going to have to take the Fungwa bus from now on. Shrewsbury and Algonquin, 28-0 Shrewsbury at the half. Big crowd on hand. Drew Campanelli finding Timmy Ryu. And Ryu zigging and zagging and battling. He's nifty. He's tricky. And he's got Shrewsbury down to the 10-yard line. Then, next play, Campanelli hitting Nate Hatala for the touchdown, 34-0. Algonquin trying to get something going. The defense of Shrewsbury was great. Chris Caputo with the sack. Then the Colonials get the ball back. Campanelli firing the bomb. Chris Campbell comes down with it. He's a laxer. Trots in for 6, 41-0 Shrewsbury. Gonk not going down without a fight. Brett Castellini with the ball. The Zach Smith battles, comes away with it in the end zone. 41-7 now. T-Hawks with the ball. Hayden Key hitting Ryan Cartwright. Lateral to Castellini.
The band is on the field.
And he's off. Look at the hits going downfield. But he's tripped up just before the end zone. The Shrewsbury defense makes the stop. They get the win, 41-7.
Strike up the band, David Prouty and Oxford. Prouty has won 13 in a row in this series. Third quarter, 28-8 O-Town. Prouty's driving. Braden Wood hits Ryan Anderson. Anderson's got a good gainer down to the 32-yard line. A couple plays later, Wood slings it out to Anderson. Anderson, great concentration too with the defense coming. Hauls it in, into the end zone for the touchdown. It's 28-14. Prouty's going for two. Tyler Lewis, great break on the ball like Malcolm Butler in the Super Bowl, and he breaks it up. Good defense from the Pirates. Prouty in their own end zone. Ryan Walsh gets the sack for the safety. 30-14, Oxford. Ensuing Pirates possession. Nico Murray with some strong running. Murray does not skip leg day. He's running through 3 and 4 tackles, and then he is just running away from the defense. 37-14, O-Town. Fourth quarter.
I skipped leg day this week.
I skipped arm day, leg day, chest day. I skipped them all in high school. Fourth quarter, Walsh weaving his way through the defense. Walsh has got a touchdown run. 44-14 Oxford. The Pirates win tonight, 44-26.
Grafton hosting Uxbridge. Chris McMahon is like the Nick Saban of Central Mass. That's all I'm going to say. First quarter, Grafton, 4th and short. Spartans D. Benjamin Landry leading the charge. And Sparty holds. The U. Next Indians possession, though. Caden Barber stopped at the line of scrimmage inside the 5, and Barber fights off and goes in on the second effort for a touchdown. 7-0, Grafton. You're going to like this, Kev. You're an old quarterback. Uxbridge responds. Riley Roseborough hitting Tom Sawyer. Oh, it's a great throw. It's a great catch. Outstanding.
Wow.
Stop Sawyer. Down deep into Grafton territory. Just outside the 10. Next play, Matthew Johnston flies to the end zone. We're tied at 7. Uxbridge looking to put a number up. Grafton, though, responds. Jackson Sonnet, and this is just what they do. Sonnet out behind the big fellas, and with some speed. Touchdown saving tackle right there. Sonnet fired up. We're going to the second quarter, same drive. Sonnet finishes it, and Grafton goes on to win this one 33-13.
All right, we got Leicester coming right at you, ready for Millbury. First quarter scoreless game. Millbury's Xavier Robles pounding it into the land of 6. He's jacked. 7-0 Woolies.
I love the way he runs.
Leicester answering. Kyle Padini gets great blocking, nice burst of speed, and Padini is inside the 10-yard line. More Leicester, more Padini. Padini plowing his way into the end zone, and we're tied up at 7 apiece. Second quarter and the Padini show continuing. Edward Burt III. Great kick-out block. Padini can fly. He's taking it to the house. 14-7 Wolverines. The Leicester line just sticking people all night. Great execution. Padini flying to the land of 6. 21-7 Leicester in front. That line is awesome.
That's Rigo toughness right there.
You're right about not Griff.
No, that's
Millbury
Rigo.
hanging tough. Anthony Greenwich rolling under pressure. He's going to tuck it himself. Gets a nice block in for the touchdown. 21-14. Rigo and the boys from Leicester win it. 42-21. Griff, we kid. Some great games. For Leicester, that's a big win. It was two teams that both needed this win. They were both gearing up, saying we had to have this for the playoffs. And this one is on the shoulders of the offensive line for Leicester. They were awesome tonight, blowing people off the line. They pulled really well. You saw the kick-out blocks, the trap blocks. They paved the way for Padini, who has his second straight huge game.
Monster game. It was a must-win, I believe, in Auburn tonight. Northbridge and the Rockets of Auburn. Auburn gets that overtime win. A gutty win without their first quarterback. Their second quarterback goes down. They got the young fella in there, and then Hopper making plays late. Both teams have to play Grafton in the final 2 weeks before the playoffs get sorted out. So the team that won tonight has a big leg up going forward.
And Wachusett, you and I were looking at the power rankings going in. Wachusett, again, right in that playoff hunt, and a big win for them tonight. Even though Leominster's down a little bit, it's still Leominster. Plenty more on the frenzy.
Shout out to your stylist tonight.
The Friday Night Football Frenzy is brought to you by the Sullivan Group, the Central Mass Safety Council, Nichols College, Verterra Nissan of Auburn, Interstate Battery, Worcester Railers Hockey Club, Holy Cross Athletics, Milford Federal, and Gucci's Fine Jewelry.
All right, we're going to get right to these highlights. Bartlett and Quabog, we got an action-packed block of highlights for you. Let's get out there and get some Bartlett and Quabog there. Cheerleaders ready for this one. The Cougars cheerleaders, 6-0 Bartlett in the first quarter. Bartlett's got the ball. Romeo Soto is running it. And Soto lowering his shoulder. That's great sideline run. He's not going out of bounds. Soto then on the run to Johnny Torres up top. Huge gainer. Torres hauling it in. Laying out, too. That's a nice diving grab. Then it is Romeo. Romeo.
Wherefore art thou, Romeo?
He's in the end zone. Extra points no good. It's 12-0 Bartlett. Second quarter, it's more of the same. Soto's running for a big first down. Oh, that's a big poke, too. That's a good hit. That was violent. Followed by a TD shortly thereafter. In the same drive. Bartlett goes on to win 32-0, your final.
Do you think Bartlett had to stay overnight to get out there all the way? Doherty and South Commerce Bank Field, scoreless first quarter. It's Tejan Vassar just doing what Tejan Vassar does. Look at him go. Just let this highlight breathe a little. That's 70 yards plus to the end zone for Vassar. Nice effort by the South defender. Almost ran him down. 7-0 Doherty. Noah Callery finding Tony Nguyen, and he is going to scurry to the side and in for the touchdown. P&T no good. 13-0. This looks like Chris Schoen now in at quarterback, airing it out to Evan Brunel. Dragging a few players down to the 15. To Brunel.
He's like Ed McCaffrey, just tall and has phenomenal hands.
Herman Achimpong up the middle. So many different guys can come at you for Doherty. He goes in for the touchdown. 21-0 Highlanders. Doherty recovers a fumble on the 1 yard line. Jose Robles scores.
Okay, right away, North Middlesex and Neshoba. Chieftains breeze the thrill hill, using his speed to get to the outside and extend the North Middlesex defense. Patriots running back Adam Fournier going to the outside. Fournier running tough and picking up some good yardage against the stout Chieftains D. Neshoba quarterback is Sam Belinsky. Great fake on the run pass option. Belinsky's going to keep it himself. He can run, he can throw, he's a dual threat. And he is deep into North Middlesex territory. Kyle Hume takes the pitch and look out.
Oh.
Who wants to step in front of Kyle Hume?
Nope.
Big bad Kyle Hume into the end zone. Neshoba wins 42-0. Here we go, boys.
Big one, Westboro visiting Fitchburg. Historic Crocker Field is the site. Third quarter, we're tied at 14. Sal Figueroa, well rested and scampering out of bounds with a Fitchburg first down. Good compliment to Figueroa is Mike Nowd, because he is shucking and jiving for another first down. More from Figueroa. Fantastic effort here from Figueroa. Watch the Westboro defense close. Second and third effort for Figueroa, but there's a fumble on the play. Mike Keogh recovers. Huge swing in the game. Keogh probably did not smile, but he did recover the fumble. He is intense. So when you do something good, you deserve to get the ball back. Keogh scrambling down to the Raiders' 15. Later in the drive, Westboro quarterback Peter LaMountain taking it, following a block into the end zone. Big one for Westboro tonight. They're playing well, 27-14. Rangers win.
All right, West Boylston taking on Gardner in a classic Central Mass tilt. West Boylston's Flynn Mitchell taking the handoff. Flynn Mitchell's a big dude. We're going to start shutting the windows on the side here as he runs. Mitchell going to the land of 6. Early lead for the WB. Flynn Mitchell taking no time off. Moving and grooving past the defense as Flynn Mitchell and the Lions stay in attack mode. Flynn Mitchell looks like Mike Allstott. He is a beast. And now they're going to pull out a little bit of their bag of tricks. Look at Ross. It's Corey Shea on the end around. Corey Shea's got some speed.
No relation.
No relation, because I was never this fast. I don't think any Shea was. My sister Kimmy was not fast either. Karen could run a little bit. 80 yards, Corey Shea goes into the end zone. Flynn Mitchell going for the hat trick. No one will stop him. Look at Flynn. Get off me. Get out of my way. Stay down. Flynn Mitchell in for 6. WB wins 39-6.
Kids looking up Mike Allstott now. Southbridge and Tantascwa. 34-0 Tantascwa. This is one of the oldest regular season rivalry games in the area. Third quarter, the Warriors running the football. Dominic Brown picking up some yardage. We'll take a look here. Brown not done. He's going the other side. Warriors getting the blocks out in front. John LaRue's offense cranking tonight.
The Cowboy.
They're going in for a touchdown. The Warriors in control of this one. Southbridge, a young team. Very young. Frank's got a lot of sophomores. He's got a lot of freshmen. They go to Alex Torres with a handoff. Little gain there. And a nice pass. John Cortez, Isaac Santiago. Santiago effort. But Southbridge always brings his effort. That's why they're going to be okay. Tantasco gets the win, 41-7 in this one.
All right, senior night for the Marlboro Panthers taking on Groton Dunnsville. First quarter, Marlboro's Lou Vigent takes the handoff, and Lou Vigent is punishing tacklers. Lou Vigent has got a solid first down for Marlboro. Same drive, Kevin Short hands it off, flea flicker. James Carney, Hunter Reynolds is open, hauls it in for the Panthers, 6-0 Marlboro. More from the Panthers. This time it is Short sneaking into the end zone for 6. Marlboro taking a 12-0 lead. Panthers going for 2. Vigent is like Earl Campbell. He's just punishing people. Wow, the Vigent Express. Get along for the ride.
You're going in every decade right now.
Marlboro, second quarter. Groton Dunstable. Bradley. What is it again? I'm going to screw up his last name. T-Dites. Thank you. Find Sam Battles. And now later, Groton Dunstable going for the field goal, but it is blocked. Osmar Agrita and the Panther defense coming up huge. Marlboro gets the shutout at home, 20-0, your final.
Clinton visiting, or hosting rather, Littleton. Gale cheerleaders doing a great job. 16-0 Littleton, first quarter. Littleton's Will Scott intercepted by Blake Martin. Blake Martin. Clinton's Brevin Casella then trying to fire, and he's picked off by Evan Lyons. We got all kinds of interceptions. We're giving the quarterbacks credit too. Littleton handing off. Brad Clark weaves his way to the end zone. Apologies to the QBs. He's going in. Littleton going for 2.
Lacombe didn't write it.
Clark.
Parents don't send hate mail.
Finds his way in, 24-0. Clinton, we love you. Littleton's Braden Lynn gives it off the clock. Tick, 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 tick. Boom! He's going in, 31-0. Tigers. More defense from Littleton. Austin Lynn going up. High points to football. Littleton gets the win. 40-6, your final.
All right, the Abby Kelley cheerleaders pumped for the game. Third quarter, Abby Kelley with the ball. 4th and 3 to go. We're again bringing in the margins for you. Greg Asari picking up the first down. All right, later in the drive, it is Matt Kerr, all right. We needed some help on the handwriting there. Matt Kerr going into the end zone, 14-0 Abby Kelley. Early fourth quarter, it's Greg Asari. We know him. Asari comes calling again. 10 yards to touchdown town. And Abby Kelley's got a 20-0 lead.
Brian Morse knows.
More from Abby Kelley. How about more from Greg Asari? A man amongst boys tonight. 70 yards. Asari's going for the touchdown. Abby Kelley getting the win. 33-0 is your final.
Worcester Tech at Assabet Tech tonight. We love Assabet. We're there almost every week. Look at this turf. It's beautiful. This is Liz Lacombe's favorite team, by the way, the Aztecs. Charles Cole stuffing things at the line for the defense. Worcester Tech rolling. Here comes a nice run from the Assabet.
Good hit. Someone caused a fumble there for the Eagles.
He's moving through, and it was Matt Wildbrenner recovering the fumble there for the Eagles. Worcester Tech's defense standing tall, not allowing the Assabet team to advance. Then it's Justin Phillips keeping it. He will not go down. Look at the scrum. This is a good battle. This is Vo-Tech, baby. Once again, the Eagles defense playing great defense, swarming to the quarterback. Assabet gets the win, though, tonight. 22-0 is your final.
All right, big one. North Middlesex and Neshoba. These are two teams that used to play on Thanksgiving Day for years. This is a big win for Neshoba. 42-0. Again, Neshoba continues to dominate, and they do it as a complete team. It's not one or two guys carrying the load every week. Everyone does their job. They all compete in practice. The older guys are picking those young guys up in practice. It pays off on Friday nights.
Dave Tingloff's team, the Westboro Rangers, needed a win tonight to keep some momentum and try to stay alive. Those power ratings are out. I don't know the math, but you need to win games. And the Rangers winning last week and again, or coming up with a big one this week against Fitchburg. Dave Tingloff's got it going, and they've got it going. He's a great coach. They got a great staff over there, and the seniors playing for him right now. Rangers, big win tonight.
West Boylston, another one of those teams doing the math and thinking, what do we have to do on the outside looking in? West Boylston took care of their own business tonight. All right, plenty more of the Frenzy right after this.
The Friday Night Football Frenzy is presented by Bay State Savings Bank, the law offices of Joseph J. Carigula, Worcester State University, Worcester Railers Hockey Club, and Unibank.
All right, Quabbin hosting Kingsborough tonight, and this game going on a little late. It took the folks from Kingsborough almost 3 hours to get to Quabbin. But they did kick off, they did play, and the Quabbin Panthers were ready. You're not going to lull them into sleep. Travis Lanford and the Panthers ready for this one. First quarter, scoreless game. Kingsborough coming up with the big hit. You could hear it after an interception. Kyle Corkum takes the pitch. Corkum gets to the outside, to the end zone as well. 7-0 Kingsborough in front.
Touchdown, Kyle Corkum.
Quabbin facing fourth down. Ryan Malkowski firing to Derek Rowan for the first down. And the Panthers drive continuing. And from there, it is Colby Smith taking over. Smith with some tough running. Taking it down to the 3-yard line. Next play. Smith again. This time, it is Colby Smith. Going to the end zone, he had 2 rushing touchdowns, 2 receiving touchdowns, and a game-clinching interception. Quabbin wins 36-30, your final. Pete Conti on the call for Hudson as they visit Oakmont. Opening Oakmont possession. Big trouble in Little Ashburnham. The fumbles recovered by Hudson's Jordan Bushy. The Hawks looking to capitalize. Senior quarterback Corey Clemens decides to tuck it and run, and he gets inside the Oakmont 15-yard line. A few plays later, Tony Francolini helping Hudson strike first. 4 yards on the touchdown run. Kick was no good, so it's 6-0 Hawks. Ensuing Oakmont drive. QB Colton Beausoleil with a sleight of hand for our intrepid cameraman, and it's a first down Spartans. Welcome back, Dave Bolduck. Hudson's defense stiffened, though, and Oakmont settling for a Mitchell Toman 28-yard field goal. 6-3 Hudson, 38 unanswered points from Oakmont. The Spartans win it 38-6.
All right, our game of the week, a big one. Top 3 matchup, St. John's and Shepherd Hill. Division 3, big one because it has maybe some playoff implications. Both these teams probably may see each other in a week or two. But still, who is tops? Who is más macho in Central Massachusetts? We will find out. The Pioneers, though, they're always ready for big competition.
We just had a huge win this week, 41-40 against an awesome team, and our reward is we get to play St. John's. St. John's is obviously a great team. They got tons of talent. Coach Andrioli, Coach Moriarty do a great job. But honestly, what I said to the kids is we're not really, obviously we're playing St. John's, so we're focused on them, but we're more worried about us. When you play a team of St. John's caliber, you're not going to be able to match up with them player for player. They've got great players. They've got great talent. They're good at every position. 2
very different football teams. We got to play Shepherd Hill football, be violent, fast, and do our thing.
Definitely have to work together, work as a team, just go up there and hit them as hard as we can and just play Shepherd Hill football. We've gotten better. We've had some sophomores and juniors on the offensive line that have gotten better. Each and every day they're getting better. We had a few seniors that got injured early in the season. They're back now. Dominic Batista and Cam Murphy, and they're doing a great job. Our backs are getting better, and again, it's just we're trusting the process more. Our process is we're going to play fast and we're going to play physical.
They're a really physical team, so we just got to come out, prepare this week, and be more physical than they are on Saturday.
One of the biggest keys is definitely be more physical than they are. Ends contain and fill all their gaps. We definitely have some different reads to base off. As a standard, our defense just come out and play.
We're going to do what we've been doing the past 5 weeks, more than that, 7 weeks. Just coming in, preparing hard, meeting in the film room, just coming out and playing hard. We definitely have a goal. That's to win a state championship. So we're pushing to do that each and every day.
Coach said what happened in September doesn't really matter, and we're just looking forward to the rest of the season. We definitely feel like we're competing for number 1 this week. It's going to be a huge game.
All right, Shepherd Hill, St. John's. Our coverage begins at 7 o'clock on delay from Pioneer Field. It'll be Pioneer Fest there, Kev, on Saturday. And some of the things we see, both teams are fast, both teams score points. Some of the descriptions we've gotten from people is fist fight in a phone booth, physicality. All these things could happen on Saturday. Expect a big one.
Yeah, I think both coaches and both teams are gearing up for a very physical game. As you mentioned, fist fight in a phone booth. One coach described it, and I think that's going to be correct. I think you still certainly have the flash and dash of that St. John's offense, but this game is going to be won or lost up front. How does the St. John's line handle the Shepherd Hill line and vice versa? Can Shepherd Hill get pressure on Steve Baccellia? Because if you can't get pressure on him, you don't have a chance to win. He's going to pick you apart. So it's going to be the guys up front, the fist fight up front in the trenches deciding who wins this one.
You know what? Just like us here at the Frenzy, you're flash and dash, and I'm 3 yards in a pile of dirt, basically. All right,
Tough Mudder.
We got Man of the Match coming up right after this.
All right, time for our Man of the Match. My Man of the Match goes to Wachusett quarterback Melky Szabo. Throws for 3 touchdowns tonight, threw for over 200 yards, directed that Wachusett offense magnificently, and he really was in there mainly for the first half. They emptied the bench in the second half, but he leads Wachusett to a big, big win at home. They needed this one, and I don't care, again, what the record is for Leominster. Leominster's a tough football team.
My man of the match is Kyle Padini for Leicester. He's been on kind of a reckoning the last couple of weeks, but more than 200 yards rushing tonight, 4 touchdowns. About 20 yards a touch for Padini in the backfield tonight in a game Leicester had to have over a Millbury team that had won 3 in a row. Big win for the Wolverines, a big game for Kyle Padini.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Griff said in the beginning of the year in the preseason he liked his offensive line. He loved the guys up front. Everyone's healthy. Everyone's up there. You see just how good this line is. This is a really good team. If they can stay healthy, Leicester going into the playoffs, look out.
No question about it. Did you say Wachusett threw touchdowns?
Threw 3
What is
touchdowns.
going on?
Now, let's go to the Wayback Machine. When was the last time they had 3 touchdown passes in a game?
What is happening? It might have been the St. Peter Marion game a couple of years ago when they had that nice receiver from Wachusett as well. But you know, Auburn, Northbridge, I go back to it, a huge game, scoreless. When's the last time you saw a scoreless game in regulation? Yeah. The defense is
Especially
just pounding. Shout out to Joe Hopper tonight. He played outstanding on offense and on defense, and he's the one who led them in late in the game and took that 2-point conversion in that really put the pressure on Northbridge.
Drew Campanelli had 4 touchdown passes for Shrewsbury, you know, and that's one of the oldest continuing played games, that Algonquin versus Shrewsbury. They're neighbors, they're great rivals. Campanelli leading Shrewsbury to a big win coming off that emotional loss a week ago. Campanelli's a leader. He's a tough quarterback. Great night for him tonight.
Teams doing what they needed to do tonight on the road. Oxford beating David Prouty. The Pirates still rolling, have themselves well positioned. And then you look at Dane's bunch at Bartlett going on the road and beating Quabbin. Bartlett is right there in the thick of it in their division. Dane's doing a great job now.
Oxford and Leicester coming up in a couple weeks. Boy, that's going to be a real big one. Tomorrow, of course, we have St. John's and Shepherd Hill. We'll see you for that broadcast at 7 o'clock. Thanks for watching The Frenzy, everyone.